What's going on, family? What is going on? Another beautiful day. You know what I'm saying? I just want to let those know that's in the matrix. You know what I mean? Well, your mindset is not in the matrix, but you have to work in the matrix. Those who do 9 to 5s, those who are providing for themselves, are providing for dependents. You know what I'm saying? Keep striving, keep thriving. You know what I mean? Even though your physical body is in the matrix, plugged in, your mind is not in the matrix. So thank God that your mind is, keep your mind unplugged while your body is plugged to get the physical means. You know what I'm saying? This matrix, what I mean by this matrix is this system engineered by the higher ups to obtain control. You know what I'm saying? Getting paper out of a tree and calling it money. You know what I mean? And I guess supposedly, you know what I mean, you would think that they could just make this paper, 24/7, could just generate this paper 24/7. But I guess according to a certain, the U.S. Treasury is like they only make a certain amount of money in a year, or a certain time span, and then they're not supposed to make money. It's just all held up to be able to bounce around the world, the U.S. currency, and then the next years or what, however it goes, they print more dollars by the year. You know what I'm saying? So it's a made up monopoly type system, but in this system, this the buy and trade system to obtain things and get things, we need money. You know what I'm saying? And for people who doesn't have a lot of skill sets, or for people that's been blackballed, you know what I mean, that might have talent, but they're being blackballed and stuff like that, you have to plug your body into the matrix. You have to find some type of means of work to, you know what I mean, obtain some type of currency, some type of money. So that's what I mean by the matrix. But what I mean by your mind being unplugged from the matrix is not, you're not playing the games. You're not playing the programming games. You know what I'm saying? The games to try to prove something to people, to try to be the one in the mix of the drama, to try to be the funny one, to try to be in the spotlight. You know what I'm saying? As a TI, you want to try to stay away from the spotlight. The reason why you're trying to stay away from the spotlight because you have been overwhelmed by unwanted attention ever since the overt button has been pushed on you. You have been overwhelmed with unwanted attention. You know what I'm saying? But the wanted attention, that feels good, the validation from the wanted attention. But from the unwanted attention, it's just like a reminder, a constant reminder to, stay unplugged, stay out the way, keep your relationship with God, but don't get yourself caught up in the low vibrational program. That's the matrix. The matrix is engineered and ushered in to keep you in a low vibrational program. You know what I mean? To keep you in the rat race, to keep you focused on materialistic things, things that don't matter, to keep your mindset focused on low vibrational information, useless information that you can't use, things that don't matter. You know what I mean? Now, entertainment, when it comes to entertainment is good, but don't be overwhelmed with entertainment. You know what I'm saying? Don't be overwhelmed with entertainment. And that's something I'm working on. You know what I mean? Not overwhelming myself with entertainment while I'm in my comfort zone. Not overwhelming myself with entertainment where I'm pushing God to the side. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like that's what I need to work on more, is giving God more time and less entertainment. But not consuming myself with the entertainment to the point where it because the entertainment can have, low vibrational mindset too. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, what entertainment are you filling yourselves up with? Are you filling yourselves up with entertainment that just involves sex, violence? Um, you know what I'm saying? And riches, sex, violence, and riches. You don't want to fill yourself up with that type of entertainment, sex, violence, and riches. You know what I'm saying? It's just like give God the time, play a little bit of video game, watch a little bit of movies, but don't consume yourself with that darkness. You know what I mean? Don't consume yourself with a lot of horror movies. Don't consume yourself that open up like doors to demons and stuff. Find your balance. Give God some time, and that's something I got to work on too. You know what I mean? And that's what's been like the unplugging your mindset from the matrix. As far as like the company you keep, the people you surround yourselves by, are they filling themselves up with God? Do they have a high vibrational mindset of being healthy, of being positive, of looking at the optimistic point of view of things instead of the pessimistic point of view of things, instead of a negative standpoint of things? Like, what type of people are you surrounding yourself with? Are these the type of people that's pushing you towards a life of crime? Are these type of people that's pushing you towards violence? Are these the type of people that's pushing you towards sex? You know what I'm saying? If you're around people that all they talk about is sex, money, and violence, you have to stay away from that. That's low vibrational people. You know what I'm saying? Or not just sex, money, and violence, but just always talking down on somebody else, always stirring up drama, always talking down on somebody else. They can't go a day without looking at the negative part, the flaws of people. If you're around people like that, that's low vibrational. You're plugged in the matrix. But to unplug yourself from the matrix, you're around high vibrational people that look positive, that's trying to better people, you know what I'm saying, that want to see people get closer to God, that don't want to see people fall away, you know what I mean, that has a forgiving heart, that's not bitter, not miserable, energetic. You know what I'm saying? You want to be around people like that. You want to be around people that also know how to make money. Positive people that know how to make money and know how to put God in their life. That's high vibrational people, and that knows how have an intellectual conversation. Intellectual, positive, know how to get money type people. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of people that will help you unplug from the matrix. That's the type of people that you need to have in your life. If you don't have people like that around your life, then you have to look within. If you once again, if you don't have people like that in your life, you have to look within. That means the entertainment that you entertain, the information that you usher in is high vibrational information. You know what I'm saying? The gospel about God, the Bible. That's like the most high vibrational information you could get is the Bible. But outside the Bible is positive people saying positive things. You know what I'm saying? Saying ways that you can write your own program. Positive people that's talking about this targeting program, but not talking about the negative standpoint of the program. Not talking about the low vibrational TIs. They always get you concentrated on the plausible deniability. You know what I'm saying? And that gets boring. Those videos, that gets boring. Many people get bored watching TI videos because that's all that people talking about, the negative aspect of it. But if you are listening to somewhat the TI community, there are people that do speak positive. There are people that try to get you to look at things in a different perspective. You know what I'm saying? And I hope they get a whole bunch of subscribers. You know what I'm saying? I hope they channel stay prosperous. You know what I mean? You know, them people, they deserve it because they actually are high vibrational when it comes to making the videos. They're creative when it comes to making the videos. You know what I'm saying? Even though it's like some people, you know what I mean, like y'all may have had a situation or something like that, and you know what I'm saying, y'all can't physically rock, but as far as like the whole overall look of how they support other TIs and stuff, it's a beautiful thing. You know what I'm saying? You just have to respect that. You know what I mean? And I respect it. You know what I mean? And a lighter. Oh, there you go. It's a beautiful thing. It's definitely a beautiful thing. Yup. So hold on one second, family. It's a beautiful thing, family. You know what I mean? They helping you navigate through life. They're helping you navigate through life. That's always a beautiful thing. You know what I'm saying? Some people you may not see eye to eye with, and it's okay. But you got to remember, you're not a hater. You're not a hater. You're a motivator. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to see nobody, even people you may have fell off with. You don't want to see nobody not get a close relationship with God, not be prosperous in life. You enjoy seeing people prosper in life. You know what I'm saying? That's high vibrational. You know what I mean? Low vibrational. Even people you don't rock with anymore. To want to see them fall off, to want to see them in a bad situation, that's low vibration. You know what I'm saying? You got to have a forgiving heart and be able to move on and not have no bitterness. But you also have to be wise. You know what I'm saying? In certain situations. You know what I mean? So it's cool. My eyes are glued to the high vibrational things that keep me navigating through this thing that helps me out, that gets me to look at things in different perspective. You know, feeding me the intellectual food and nutrients. That's good. But the main food and nutrients is from the Bible. You know what I'm saying? Which I have to work more on getting my focus back on the Bible. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the source. That's the source for the high vibration. The Bible. That's the highest vibration of words that you're gonna get. That from the holy words of God. You know what I'm saying? But I did like the video, especially breaking down how what I mean, the gang stalking. You know what I mean, for people to watch a man like this, other than investigators, other than some type of law enforcement. People outside of law enforcement that's watching, like, I understand, okay, they got law enforcement, boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? But people that's outside of law enforcement that's watching another man like this, stalking another man like this, you know what I'm saying? The perspective is like, yeah, they got to be on that other side of the bushes. They got to have a little sugar in their tank to be so obsessed. You know what I mean? Regular civilians and stuff like that, you know what I mean, to be so obsessed with watching, it's like they might as well go to school to be a detective. They might as well go to school to be in the law enforcement. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, as far as the corrupted law enforcement, I don't support that. I'm not a part of that. But as far as the positive side of law enforcement, the people that will actually help you, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Boom. That's actually standing by the law. That's actually making sure they're protecting and serving the community. Boom. I stand for that. Even though a lot of the police force, well, majority of the police force is a fraternity, not all of them is bad. You know, they still got this left wing, right wing thing. You know what I mean? Not all of them is corrupted. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, for the good old boys, for the ones that's positive and stuff, that's cool, high vibration. You even got police officers that go to church, and not just to look good, they actually involve themselves in church. They actually, you know what I'm saying, really have a deep relationship with God. You know what I'm saying? There's high vibrational police officers. You know what I mean? A lot of people are against police officers because all the negative things has been said about police officers. You know what I mean? And family, as a TI, if you're not involving yourself in criminal activity and you know what I'm saying, you need protection, you're being isolated, you know what I mean, you're in a dark bubble, you're being isolated. You can't go Frank Castle the Punisher. You can't go John Wick. You can't do these type of things, because that will land you in bars, That'll give them excuse to go ahead and exterminate you, terminate you. You know what I'm saying? And get you on out the way. There's no way you're gonna go against a force like this. You have to go using your mental fortitude. So for the good old boys, the positive high vibrational police officers that will help you, you have to lean on to them to let them play their part. You know what I'm saying? You have to remain on your post, you have to remain on your square and let them do their work. You get what I'm saying? But don't just give them anything. Don't give them the mental health evidence. Give them substantial evidence. That's the thing. You know what I'm saying? Your thing is you're not trying to see anybody locked up. You don't want to see nobody behind bars. You know what I'm saying? But when the proper justice, if people do things they ain't supposed to do, and it doesn't involve the mental health harassment, it actually involves, you know what I'm saying? It actually, hold on one second, man. It actually involves some actual, stuff you can prove that they're doing against you. That's when you intervene. That's not snitching. That's not tattletelling. You know what I'm saying? People got the snitching and tattletelling, thing misconstrued. The snitching and tattletelling it's people out here actually looking for crime. Or, you know what I'm saying? Actually looking for crime. You don't have a badge, you're actually looking for crime. You know what I'm saying? Boom. Or people that's doing criminal activity that wants to lessen other people's time. Nosy people that's just looking for trouble. You know what I'm saying, and reporting it. I'm not out here looking for trouble and reporting it. If it comes my way, if I got substantial evidence, I'm reporting it. I'm not doing no criminal activity. I'm not trying to lessen my time or anything like that. I'm not trying to I sign nothing to be a part of no community on patrol. None of that. You know what I'm saying? But you have to use the law to protect yourself, regardless. You know what I mean? Because you got to know it's a force against you that wants absolute results. And the kingdom of Satan, they're not letting up. Every day they're persistent. Every day. So how persistent they are, you have to be persistent too, and protecting yourself and making sure you make the wise move. Make sure you're absorbing information that's actually going to help you, get you in a proper perspective to keep you navigating if you're a real TI in this thing. You know what I'm saying? So I salute those who make those high vibrational videos, because there's not a lot of people making videos like that. The majority of the videos is negative, low vibrational, or it's talking about the same old things like the tactics are. Some people have videos and they literally talk about the same thing every day. And I'd be like, dang, how do people not get tired of that? But I'm not a hater, I'm a motivator. You know what I'm saying? Those videos I be feeling like is to keep certain people stuck in that mindset. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, we see the tactics. Let's talk about some different perspectives, some high vibrational things that get us looking at it in a different standpoint. Certain people talk about high vibrational things, but it just doesn't resonate with me. The new age consciousness, some of that stuff doesn't resonate. I just kind of grew out of that. I kind of tap back into the Bible and with God and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And not a lot of people can kick that intellectual flavor. So for the people that can, man, I salute. Thank you. Keep doing what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Hope you get as many subscribers as you can. Ain't no hating, my blood, motivation, all that. You know what I'm saying? Keep doing what you're doing. I see you. Peace.